Mr. Chair,
Congressman Marcoleta.
may I respectfully seek guidance from the chair?
Yes, please.
Earlier, Mr. Chair, my staff, I instructed my staff to include my name in the list of interpellators, and the COMSEC said that it is not possible that my name be included. She was asked whether there is some basis for this in our rules. What is the basis of the COMSEC's answer, Mr. Chair?
I will include you, Congressman Marcoleta. Don't
Thank
worry.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Motion,
Mr. Chair,
Congressman Marcoleta.
thank you, Mr. Chair. Before an action may be taken by the committee, may I know how the totality of evidence was evaluated that merited the contempt order by the chair?
Congresswoman Castro.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to
Mr. Chair, may I
I'd like to
answer?
apprise the
Yes,
court,
Congresswoman
Mr. Chair,
Castro.
So,
that in the case of
so sino po ang in-acknowledge niyo, nire-recognize,
This is-
Mr. Chair?
Congressman
This is a point of
Marcoleta.
information, Mr.
Okay.
Chair. This is
Yes.
something that has to do with the rights
Congressman
of the liberty
Marcoleta.
people. In the court,
Ay, maano eh. Congressman Marcoleta, let us, the chair recognizes Congresswoman
may I
Castro.
ask, Mr.
Please
Chair?
proceed, Congresswoman Castro.
Mr. Chair, may I ask the action of the committee first on my motion, Mr. Chair, before we entertain?
We will rule on the
Okay,
motion first.
okay.
Is there any second to the motion?
Mr. Chair, may I be recognized first?
Duly seconded. Is there any objection?
Mr. Chair,
Hearing none, the motion is
I was
carried.
recognized
Mr. Chair.
earlier before any action may be taken by the court, by the chair. Why is it that I am not allowed to speak?
Congressman Marcoleta, there is a pending motion. We just acted
Yes,
on the
but
pending
before
motion
that
first.
motion can be taken up, because this is about the liberty of an individual. May I be heard?
Yes, you will be heard, Congressman Marcoleta, but we just acted on the motion. Now, Congresswoman Castro, please, could you please answer the query of Congressman Marcoleta?
I have not yet asked the question, Mr. Chair.
Okay,
I am
please
trying to
continue.
explain my point.
Please continue, Congressman Marcoleta.
Because in the totality of evidence, as stated by Honorable Castro, there is an existing case, Mr. Chair. Ong versus Senate, GR number 257401, which says that the court ruled that the determination of whether a testimony was false or evasive requires an assessment of the totality of evidence presented to determine whether a witness speaks truthfully or merely trying to evade answering the question directly. So I am asking, Mr. Chair, how was the totality of evidence assessed, if ever it was assessed? Ano po yung pinagbatayan? I think we deserve to know how the assessment was made. This concerns the liberty of an individual. Under the Constitution, no one should be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. I think Attorney Lopez deserves to be heard. Ano po yung assessment na ginawa ng chair o ng committee? Kasi po, ang nabasa ko lang o nakita ko, Mr. Chair, Attorney Lopez wrote the COA explaining the position of the OBP that the audit observation memo is not conclusive, which means, Mr. Chair, Attorney Lopez is merely explaining the nature of an audit observation memo. If I were the lawyer of the OBP, I would have done the same. Because I think the very nature of the AOM, it is not final and executory. Why would the COA abdicate its mandate of auditing the transaction or the funds utilization of the OBP. Why would the committee, Mr. Chair, arrogate upon itself the very mandate and responsibility of the Commission on Audit? Article 9D, Section 2, Paragraph 1 of the 1987 Constitution, Mr. Chair, I will read. The Commission on Audit shall have the power, authority, and the duty to examine, audit, and settle all accounts pertaining to the revenue and receipts of and expenditures or uses of funds and property. Mr. Chair, this constitutional provision jibes with Section 25, Paragraph 2 of Presidential Decree 1445 or the State Audit Code of the Philippines, which says, to develop and implement a comprehensive audit program that shall encompass an examination of financial transactions, accounts, and reports, including evaluation of compliance with applicable laws and regulations. Meaning to say, Mr. Chair, the mandate and authority to audit accounts on the expenses or expenditures of government is only the COA. I believe it is my respectful submission, Mr. Chair, that this committee usurped that particular mandate and that will now put the Commission on Audit positions in a compromise, Mr. Chair. How will you now assess the authority, the integrity, and the mandate? It is an independent constitutional body which mandate rests upon them. And I think the audit observation memo, Mr. Chair, is still under process by the committee, by the Commission on Audit. Why would we take that responsibility from the Commission on Audit? Why don't we allow the process to proceed and complete that investigation? I am raising a constitutional issue before this committee, Mr. Chair. We cannot arrogate upon ourselves the principal mandate reposed to the COA. It is the Constitution itself which gave them that responsibility, that authority and mandate. Where in Article 7 of the Philippine Constitution, which is the grant of legislative power, can this committee arrogate upon itself that particular mandate? I would like that question to be answered, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Marcoleta. The chair would like to recognize the Honorable Congressman Paduan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, just to clear it out with regards to the jurisprudence that's cited by the Honorable Marcoleta with regards to Ong versus Senate, that is true. No, that the resolution of the Supreme Court favors Lincoln Ong, but that is a question of due process because Lincoln Ong that time was cited in contempt. Now, question the case of
Mr. Chair, I direct
Andale
the
po.
question to you.
I am not yet finished my manifestation or answer to the query of the Honorable Marcoleta. Mr. Chairman.
Mr.
Please
Chair,
wait
was
to be
the
recognized.
Honorable...
Congressman Marcoleta will
Mr. Chairman.
be recognized.
Mr. Chairman, I have all the
Mr.
right.
Chair,
Paduano, you have
the
to-
question was addressed to...
Congressman Marcoleta, let me first recognize Congressman Paduano.
Before you answer, before you recognize him,
Congressman Marcoleta, you are out of order.
I deserve, Mr. Chair, an answer.
1 minute suspension is declared by the chair.
Bakit sa'yo? Mr. Chair, yun nga po yung tinatanong ko sa inyo kanina kung paano ginanap yung assessment ng totality of evidence. Sapagkat kung napansin po ninyo, isinama po yung di umano ay pagtatanggal ng ibang kawani ng DepEd na wala yatang ang pagkakatingin ko po sa mga minutes ay wala pong due process na pinagtatanggal po sila. Isa po yun yata sa ebidensya na ipinasok ninyo sa totality. Tama po ba?
Isa lamang po yun sa mga napag-usapan po.
Gusto ko lamang pong puntuhan
Tama
yun
po.
sapagkat ako po bilang isa, tinanggal po ako sa lahat ng aking committee. Hindi ko man lang po alam kung ano yung kasalanan ko. I was not even informed. The first element of due process is notice. I was not notified. What did I do wrong? Wala po. Pero pinagtatanggal po ako, tinanggap ko naman eh. Pero wala pong due process. Yung po ang gusto kong ipaintindi rin. Pati nga po yung membership po sa Commission on Appointments na wala namang kinalaman dito sa gawain natin sa Kongreso, tinanggal din po ako ron. Meron po bang due process? Tingnan po ninyo yung ginawa niyang sulat.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman, point of order.
What is the point
I
of
think,
order, Congressman
Mr. Chairman, the
Fernandez?
good gentleman is not under investigation in this committee, and we are investigating other matter. If you wanted to be investigated
Mr.
that
Chair,
matter, I think,
I
Mr. Chairman,
still
this is not the
have
right
the
point.
floor,
Order
Mr.
is
Chair.
proper.
I still have the floor, Mr.
What is the
Marcoleta.
point of
I'm still-
order?
the point
Congressman
of order.
Marcoleta, please wait to be
suspend, Mr.
recognized.
Chair.
1 minute
Pwede
suspension
po
is
bang
declared by the
pigilan
chair.
ng isang nagsasalita?
Committee hearing resumes.
Mr. Chair,
May I continue, Mr. Chair?
Mr. Chair,
The point of
Congressman
order...
Acop is recognized. Hearing resumes. Congressman Marcoleta, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I know that our rules of procedure in aid of legislation includes suppletorily the use of the rules of court. Under the rules of court, Your Honor, which are the rules being used in the courts of law, hypothetical questions are not allowed to be asked. Are we supposed to insist on asking hypothetical questions?
Could you please be specific, Congressman Marcoleta?
It's very specific, Mr. Chair. The witness is being asked hypothetical questions. These are disallowed in the courts of law. If you're using the rules of court suppletorily, what is the purpose of asking hypothetical questions?
Under our internal rules, the rules of procedure governing the proceedings before the Committee on Good Government under Section 16, it provides that rules of procedure and evidence in any meeting of the committee, the rules of evidence prevailing in courts of law or equity shall not be controlling, and the committee shall use every and all reasonable means to ascertain the facts in each case speedily and objectively without regard to technicality of law or procedure.
Yes, Mr. Chair, we're talking of facts.
Only in the
We're not
intent.
talking about hypothetical situations here. We're not supposed to be getting facts out of speculations. We cannot speculate on the questions that should be asked and answered. This will not benefit the committee, Mr. Chair. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Noted, Congressman Marcoleta.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, may I direct my questions to the members or representatives of the Commission on Audit?
Attorney, sino na dyan? Camora. Okay.
Mr. Chair, I would like to ask the representative from COA in regard to Article 9D, Section 2, Paragraph 1 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution, which states that the Commission on Audit shall have the power, authority, and duty to examine, audit, and settle all accounts pertaining to the revenue and receipts of and expenditures or uses of funds and property. You understand this provision, Madam?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
This provision is constitutional.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And this is related to Section 25 of Presidential Decree 1445, or the State Audit Code of the Philippines, which is statement of objectives. It says that in keeping with its constitutional mandate, this is in relation to the provision in Constitution I previously referred to you, the Commission adheres to the following primary objectives. I'm quoting paragraph 2, Mr. Chair, which states to develop and implement a comprehensive audit program that shall encompass an examination of financial transactions, accounts, and reports, including evaluation of compliance with applicable laws and regulations. You're also familiar with this provision.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And under Section 26, with title General Jurisdiction, the authority and power of the Commission, meaning COA, shall extend to and comprehend all matters relating to auditing procedures, systems and controls, etc., etc., the examination and inspection of the books, records, and papers relating to those accounts, and the audit and settlement of the accounts of all persons respecting funds or property received or held by them in an accountable capacity, etc., etc. You're still familiar with this provision?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
These are all provisions which give mandate to COA in the examination, audit, and settlement of public funds. I am correct.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to ask the representative from COA if the Constitution allocated this particular mandate to other agencies or offices of government other than COA.
Mr. Chair, it is exclusive to the COA.
It is exclusive to the COA. COA alone has the mandate and authority to perform all these functions
Audit, Mr. Chair.
I just read before you. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
In issuing the audit observation memo to the Office of the Vice President, what are the processes involved in order to complete the examination in relation to this action, Madam?
What audit actions, Mr. Chair?
Para makumpleto po ninyo yung audit observation memo na inisyo po ninyo sa opisina ng Vice President, ano po yung nararapat gawin nila para sa ganun matugunan po yung action na ginawa ng COA?
As to the AOM, Mr. Chair, kailangan po nila mag-submit ng compliance dun sa observations namin, Mr. Chair.
Ilan-ilan pong mga requirements ang dapat gawin para po matugunan nila yung requirements na hinihingi po ng audit observation memo?
Kung ano po yung nasa audit observation memorandum, Mr. Chair.
Pwede po bang i-enlighten nyo kami kung ano-ano po yung mga yon para sa kapakanan po naming lahat at lahat po ng nakapakikinig nitong ating pinag-uusapan?
Mr. Chair, depende nga po kung ano yung content ng AOM. So if there are 2 observations, edi malamang po, 2 po yung i-comply. If there are 5 po ang i-comply.
Kaya nga po, Mr. Chair, I am referring to the audit observation memo that you issued to the Office of the Vice President.
What period po? Kasi
Ito pong pinag-uusapan natin ngayon.
yung pinag-uusapan po natin, meron po from 2022, meron din pong 3 from 2023.
No, yun nga po. Hindi po ba pinagsama na po yun at yan po yung subject ng inquiry ng committee ito? At dahil nga po doon, Mr. Chair, ay inadvisean po yata kayo sa magitan ng isang sulat kung hindi po ako nagkakamali, sa Ginoong Ortonio ang gumawa, na pinirmahan yata ni Atty. Sanchez. Ang sulat pong iyon, sa aking pagkakaintindi mula po sa interpellation kanina pa, ay mukha pong ina-advisean kayo ni Atty. Sanchez na i-ignore po ninyo yung subpoena ng committee ito sapagkat yung ignore po yung House probe sapagkat hindi pa po kumpleto o conclusive yung audit observation memo. Parang ganun po yung aking pagkakaintindi. Tama po ba?
Yung request po nila, Mr. Chair, yes,
Yes,
po.
ma'am.
Yes po.
Noon pong sabihin ni Atty. Sanchez na ang inyo pong audit observation memo ay hindi pa conclusive o hindi pa kumpleto sapagkat marami pa kayong ihingin sa kanila na isusumitin nila sa opisina ninyo, tama po yung kanyang isinulat. Hindi po ba?
As to yung mga 2023 na AOMs po, kasi at that time, kailangan pa po nilang mag-comply.
Yun nga po.
Yung sa 2022 po, natapos na po yun, nag-comply na sila, nag-issue na ng NS, nag-comply na din sila.
Tapos na po yun.
Hindi pa rin po deficient, so nag-issue na po ng ND.
Sa mga katwid, nag-issue na po ng ND. Yun pong ND ay yung Notice of Disallowance.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yung Notice of Disallowance po, Madam, is also not conclusive because ito po ay appealable and
yes,
contestable.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Meaning to say, it is not a final judgment.
Yes, Mr.
Sa
Chair.
mga tweet, yung pong sulat nila sa inyo, ina-advisean po kayo na sana, hindi naman po siguro kawalan ng paggalang sa committee ito, kung hindi ang ibig nilang sabihin, sapagkat marami pa po namang kayong kakailanganin sa kanila na isasubmit, iniisip po siguro nila para hindi makomplicate ang pag-uusap, sana ay huwag na muna ninyong bigyan. Kasi po humihingi ang House, ang ating pong komite, nung mga dokumento na kakailanganin po dito sa kanilang pagdinig. Tama po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Bakit hindi po ninyo binigyan ng due course yung sulat po ni Atty. Sanchez? Ano pong dahilan?
Mr. Chair, nag-issue po ang House, ang committee po ng subpoena duces tecum sa COA. And dun po sa rules ng COA, pwede naman po kaming maservan ng subpoena. And ayun po, nag-comply lang po kami based dun sa subpoena po.
Mr. Chair, kung halimbawa yung subpoena ng committee ito ay tumutukoy sa mga bagay na hindi pa po ninyo iniimbestigahan, sa aking palagay tama lamang po yun. Ngunit dahil po yung bagay na hiningi po nila ay iniimbestigahan na ninyo, hindi ba dapat ay pumayag kayo na sana'y i-advise nyo yung ang House na, Sir, Madam, with all due respect, ay hindi muna po namin kayo mabibigyan ng inihingi po ninyo sapagkat sa ngayon po ay kami po kasalukuyan pong nag-iimbestiga. Hindi po ba pwede ring idahilan yon, Madam, without disrespecting the Committee on Good Government?
Mr. Chair, meron naman pong nire-recognize din naman po namin yung Congress oversight, and yun nga po, we were issued subpoena, so
Mr. Chair, sinasabi ko nga po yun eh. Kung sa bagay siguro na hindi pa ninyo iniimbestiga, makatwiran lang na talagang pagbigyan nyo at nasa lugar naman po. Ngunit sa ganito pong itong pag-uusap na ito, na ang involved pong subject matter, yung 2023, na inyo pong iniimbestiga, hindi po ba nyo naisip na maaari pong makompromiso ang ginagawa ninyo? Halimbawa po, hindi po ba sa mga proseso o procedures na ginagawa po ninyo, ang audit observation memo at saka notice of disallowance ay confidential po in nature?
Yes po.
Kasi po, kaya ginagawa niyong confidential sapagkat gusto niyong maproteksyonan ang mga karapatan ng mga partido sapagkat wala pang ang conclusiveness. Iniimbestiga pa nga lang. Tama po?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Actually, audit lang po yung sa amin, not technically, hindi po investigate.
Kaya nga importante po na maproteksyonan kasi ino-audit nyo lang. At alam po ninyo, yung pag-audit ay maaari pong i-contest mula sa level ng regional director, kung nasaan man nagumpisa. Kung sakasakali pong hindi natapos doon, maski sa level ng commission proper, inaapila pa rin po. At kung sakasakali po hindi napagbigyan doon, umaabot din po yun hanggang sa kataas-tasang hukuman, hindi po ba? Kaya po pinapanatili natin confidential ang proseso. Hindi po ba nyo naisip kung sakasakali, yung pong ginagamit po ninyo sa inyong pag-audit ay ibibigay po ninyo sa Committee on Good Government, mabubuyang-yang po yung mga dokumento because of the nature of the hearing in the House of Representatives. Tama po?
Tama po.
Kagaya po ng nangyayari ngayon. Bago po ako magpatuloy, ay gusto ko munang itala on record na hindi ko po binibigyan ng hatol. I am not judging what the Committee on Good Government has done so far in relation to the documents that you furnished this office. Ang sinasabi ko lamang po, kanina po sa unang pagtatanong ko sa inyo, ang sabi po ninyo, there is no other office or agency of government na binigyan po o inallocate ng ating saligang batas para kopyahin ang ginagawa ninyo. Wala na po, kayo lang. Hindi po ba niyo naisip na ang inyo pong gawain, ang inyo pong gagamitin sa inyong pag-audit ay nagamit po ng local government at hindi nyo man lang ipinaliwanag, sana kanina pa po na tinatanong ko, bago pa po ninyo ibigay, pinagbigyan nyo sana yung sulat po ng attorney sapagkat nasa inyo na po ang pag-uusisa ng pag-audit. Masasakripisyo po, masasapubliko po ang gagawin ninyo kung sakasakali. Tama po ba?
Tama po, Mr. Chair. Ang audit po ay exclusive sa Commission on Audit. Pero since ang Congress po ang may hawak sa yung pera po ng yung power of the purse po, I think we do recognize yung Congress oversight over that power, and similar to sub judice po, hindi po nababind ang Congress pagdating po sa power ng Congress na yun po.
Mr.
I think
Chair,
hindi
gusto ko
naman po
pong-
audit ang gusto nilang gawin, which is yung audit po ang sa amin. So,
Mr. Chair, gusto ko pong malaman sa sagot ng ating representative ng COA. Opinion mo ba yan o yan ay kinuha mo sa pinakamataas na opisyal ng COA sapagkat hindi ikaw ang magbibigay ng katuwiran doon sa kung ano yung power of the purse at kung ano ang significance nung sabpi na tinanggap ninyo. Ito ba ay pinag-usapan ninyo, tirepair mo sa commission proper?
somehow na-discuss.
Ano po?
Somehow po na-discuss.
What do you
Although
mean
ang-
somehow? Kasi po importante yun eh. Alam po ninyo na magkakaroon po ng tension between your mandate and the objective of the Good Government Committee. Iba po yung trajectory nila, iba po yung sa inyo, audit. But the committee will be using the same documents. The committee will be using those yardstick that you must be using in your own audit. Sa makatwid po, masasakripisyo po. Halimbawa po, Mr. Chair, noong umpisahan po ng Good Government Committee, yung pag-uusisa po nitong bagay na pinag-uusapan natin. Necessarily, ang gawain po ninyo na interrupt, tama?
Yes po.
Huminto kayo. Hinihintay ba ninyo kung anong magiging outcome po ng pag-uusisa at pag-iimbestiga ng good government?
Paano pong hinihintay po, Mr.
Eh,
Chair?
na-interrupt kayo eh. Sa mga tweet, ang gawain po ninyo ay nabalam. Nabinbin kayo.
It continues naman pa rin po kahit na may mga
Kasasabi mo lang kanina, na-interrupt eh. Ngayon, continuous.
itong sa OVP po, pero sa other audit,
Ito po sinasabi natin, itong pinag-uusapan, the subject matter of this Good Government Committee. Necessarily, ang trabaho po ninyo in relation to the issuance of that audit observation memo was interrupted. Tama po, Madam.
Opo, but yung sa other liquidations naman po ng other offices, continues pa rin naman po. Or sa yung sa katulad nung pong sa 2023 na audit, nireceive naman pa rin po namin yung mga compliance po nila.
Madam, dito po sa binasa kong provision kanina, Mr. Chair, kayo po ang may karapatang gumawa ng isang comprehensive program kung paano isasakatuparan ang pag-audit sang-ayon po sa pamantayan ng ating saligang batas. It cannot be delegated to any other agency. Nag-usap na tayo kanina.
Yes po.
What has been delegated can no longer be delegated.
Yes.
That is a principle of law.
Yes po.
Sa mga abogado pong nandito, alam po nila yun eh. Potestas delegata, non delegare potest. Nagkakaintindihan po tayo.
Yes po.
So effectively, you delegated the idea, the work that you should have been doing in the first place. I cannot blame this committee kasi hindi po nyo in-advise eh. Paano ngayon? Hindi po ba na-compromise yung independence ng Commission on Audit? You have to remember, the COA is an independent constitutional body.
Yes, Mr. Chair. I believe there is no compromise naman
Yun
po,
ang palagay mo.
since yung audit procedures still belong with the Commission on Audit.
Yun ang palagay mo. You're talking of procedures, pero compromise nga yung mga dokumentong gagamitin ninyo eh. Kasi binigay mo nga, sabi ko nga sa'yo, walang kasalanan ang committee ito sapagkat binigay mo without advising them. Sana man lang, sumulat ka man lang, and then the committee, malay mo, they have weighed their options. Baka sakaling hindi ganito nangyari. In this particular case, narinig mo kanina, nagsalita ang aming speaker. Sabi niya, let us strengthen the institution that uphold our democracy. Pero po, doon sa ginawa po ninyo, did you strengthen the foundation and the independence, the authority of the COA as enshrined in the Constitution?
Mr. Chair, dun po sa compliance po namin, we emphasized on the confidentiality of the information. So kami din po, hindi rin po namin in-expect that it would be released to the public.
Hindi mo alam ang nature ng pagdinig dito sa House of Representatives. This is always public. Ikaw naman. How can you say na hindi mo alam? Sa inyo po kasi confidential. Iba po yung modality nyo because this is audit. Pero once na binigay mo dito, the House of Representatives and all the committees will conduct and undertake meetings publicly. Wala po kaming private meetings. So pag sinabi mong hindi na compromise, opinion mo yun eh. Opinion mo. You are not in a position to tell us na hindi na compromise. Only time will tell. Siguro po dapat pinaalam po ninyo. The fact that you did not even inform the commission proper that there is a subpoena sent by the House, dapat sana ganun eh.
Mr. Chair, yung ICFAO po kasi directly reports to the chairperson. So the go signal was from the chairperson. And so ang
You are
napag-usapan
saying
po
that the commission
is-
proper, who gives the go signal? The chairman of the COA?
Sa being the head of the ICFAO po, siya yung head po ng ICFAO.
No, I am asking the head of the institution
The
itself.
head of the institution po, the head of COA po is the CP, but the head of ICFAO, the office, is the chairperson po.
So alam po ng COA head ito?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Alam niya, sigurado ka?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
The commissioners, alam nila?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Narinig po ninyo yung bahagi ng mga interpellation ng mga kasama ko kanina. Most of it siguro, meron po kayong natatandaan. Most particularly, the interpellation of Congresswoman Luistro. Noon pong tinatanong niya yung certain La Chica was guilty of usurpation
Acosta.
of authority. La Chica ba yun?
Acosta po.
Acosta, sorry. Sinabi niya, according to her, Acosta is even guilty of usurpation of authority. Alam ang nature ng pagdinig dito sa House of Representatives, this is always public. Ikaw naman. How can you say na hindi mo alam? Sa inyo po kasi confidential. Iba po yung modality nyo because this is audit. Pero once na binigay mo dito, the House of Representatives and all the committees will conduct and undertake meetings publicly. Wala po kaming private meetings. So pag sinabi mong hindi na compromise, opinion mo yun eh. Opinion mo. You are not in a position to tell us na hindi na compromise. Only time will tell. Siguro po dapat pinaalam po ninyo. The fact that you did not even inform the commission proper that there is a subpoena sent by the House, dapat sana ganun eh.
Mr. Chair, yung ICFAO po kasi directly reports to the chairperson. So the go signal was from the chairperson. And so ang
You are
napag-usapan
saying
po
that the commission
is-
proper, who gives the go signal? The chairman of the COA?
Sa being the head of the ICFAO po, siya yung head po ng ICFAO.
No, I am asking the head of the institution
The
itself.
head of the institution po, the head of COA po is the CP, but the head of ICFAO, the office, is the chairperson po.
So alam po ng COA head ito?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Alam niya, sigurado ka?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
The commissioners, alam nila?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Narinig po ninyo yung bahagi ng mga interpellation ng mga kasama ko kanina. Most of it siguro, meron po kayong natatandaan. Most particularly, the interpellation of Congresswoman Luistro. Noon pong tinatanong niya yung certain La Chica was guilty of usurpation
Acosta.
of authority. La Chica ba yun?
Acosta po.
Acosta, sorry. Sinabi niya, according to her, Acosta is even guilty of usurpation of authority of official functions. Narinig po ninyo yun?
Yes
Kasi
po.
po, maaaring nakuha niya yung gawain na yun, allegedly, na hindi naman pala dapat na sa kanya yun. Noon pong hindi nyo inadvisean ang Committee on Good Government, technically, part of your mission, part of your mandate on authority was usurped. Sila na po yung nagtatanong eh. Ang ginagamit po nila, yung mga dokumento, yung mga reports, and the papers na sa saligang batas, ang sinasabi, kayo po ang dapat mag-examine, kayo po ang dapat mag-audit, nobody else. So in a way, part of your function was usurped, technically. Tama po.
Tama po, Mr. Chair, pero it does not
Hindi,
mean
tama
po.
po.
Tama po,
Pero,
it does not mean po na we will just take it hook, line, and sinker. We will still audit based on what our standards are. I-conduct pa rin po namin yung audit na based sa amin po.
o palagay natin, paano kung hindi pareho ang outcome nyo? Paano hindi pareho ang conclusion nyo? What happens?
I think we will stand by yung audit po ng COA.
O ibig mo sabihin, yung outcome ng aking mga colleagues ay mali. Ang sinasabi ko kasi pwedeng hindi kayo magtugma eh. Because your procedure is different. The manner of questioning probably is not even personal. Passive ang sa inyo, active sila.
Yes, Mr. Chair. On that part, we will still use our expertise
Kaya nga,
on our
You will
audit.
still rely on your expertise because you are the expert. Kayo ang nakakalam ng comprehensive program and plan. Kayo ang expert sa inyong mga fields. And the members of this committee, hindi sila expert. Yan ang ibig mo sabihin.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Kayo ang expert. Sila hindi expert. Tama? Kaya pwedeng
Iba naman po ang sa
Kaya nga yun ang
Congress,
sinasabi ko
Mr.
sa iyo
Chair.
magkakaroon sigurado kayo ng pagkakaiba ng resulta. What happens then? What will happen to the integrity of the Commission on Audit?
Sir, eventually, if ever man na mapunta po ito sa CP and then mapunta sa courts, even the courts can reverse COA po.
Ang iniiwasan po kasi natin ay yung magkaiba po ng outcome. Pareho po yung ginamit. Ang mga papeles, ang mga report, lahat po ng dokumentong nakita namin inisa-isa at binusisi ng mga kasama ko are the same. Pero mag-iiba po kayo ng outcome.
Mr. Chair, I believe ang outcome po from Congress is legislation, while ang sa amin po is yung result of audit po.
Do you believe that you have abdicated your authority by giving to this committee the very basis of your audit because they were made public?
No, Mr. Chair.
Why do you think that your answer is correct? How about if you are wrong?
We are still the auditors.
You are still the auditor. Pero pinamigay po ninyo part of your function. That is the point.
I believe that the function of the Congress
Do not
here
say, I believe.
is as
We are
oversight.
after facts here. We are not after what you believe and we are not after your opinion. Ang pinag-uusapan natin are factual issues. Okay? Sabi mo kanina, sumagot ka kanina, no other offices, no other agencies ang nakakagawa ng function. It's only exclusive to COA.
The audit function, Mr. Chair. We just simply recognize the authority of the Congress.
In simply recognizing the authority of Congress, you have wittingly or unwittingly surrendered part of your mandate because you expose the confidentiality of those documents which should have been preserved per your own rules and regulations. Am I correct?
No, Mr. Chair, we have not surrendered our mandate.
How do you know that you have not surrendered? How do you know? Are you in a position to even assess the impact of your action?
It is still the COA that is performing the audit. The Congress is doing a different thing. They're not auditing the funds.
What are they doing?
In legislating.
What?
Legislating po. I believe we are all here because
You've
this
been
hearing
sitting
is
here for
in
several
aid-
hours. Did
is in aid for
you know the
legislative
kind of
legislation.
legislation that are supposed to be coming up? Meron ba silang sinabi sa'yo na meron na kaming legislation in mind? Meron bang lumitaw? Kanina pa tayo rito. Ako, alas 10 ng umaga, nandito ako. Did you have an idea as to what legislation are coming up?
For example,
For example, meron bang legislation na baka sakaling nagle-legislate sila,
later
natuturuan kayo kung paano ang pag-audit?
no po, for example, yung SAGAA sa budget on confidential funds. That will become subject of future legislation.
Why are you the one articulating that? You are not a member of Congress. Yan ang
That
sinasabi
is
ko
why-
kanina pa eh.
That is why
Kanina
nga
ko
po,
pa sinasabi, what you are saying, opinion mo eh.
that is
I
why
am
po
trying to
I-
emphasize to you kung ano yung impact.
That is
Nung
why we
pagkakabi-
recognize po yung wisdom po ng Congress.
Pwede bang patapusin mo ako? Kasi baka mapagalitan ka ng chair. Ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, seryosong bagay. Uulitin ko sa'yo, the mandate to audit, the mandate to examine, the authority belongs only to COA. While the terminology is different, pero the basis of your audit and the basis of the investigation of this committee are one and the same. Yun ang sinasabi ko sa iyo. Did you not compromise the integrity and the independence of COA by doing so? Do not make your own opinion. I will probably accept an answer na siguro balikan mo yung commission kung tama yung ginawa ninyo. Iwanan muna kita sandali kasi gusto ko mag-isip ka rin. Mr. Chair, may I direct my attention to the land bank people? Madam, kanina po sinabi nyo sa mga kliyente o somehow you accord some sort of parang courtesy, parang ganyan. Lumawa, nag-withdraw sila ng... Magkano po ba yung withdraw kanina pinag-uusapan natin?
125 million, Your Honor.
Ano po ba yung napakalaking bagay na pinoproteksyonan ninyo kung sakasakaling yung isa po sa guard nyo tinulungan lang pong isakay po sa sasakyan dahil mabigat po at napakarami po palang winidraw. What is so spectacular about helping because they are valued clients? Explain nga po ninyo sa maiintindihan namin kasi hindi po kami bankero
Your Honor, ang duty po talaga ng security guard namin ay to secure po yung bank premises.
Alam ko po yun, madam.
Opo, yun.
But somehow, sa mga ibang establishment, alam po ninyo, yung gwardiya po, pumunta po kayo sa mga food chain. Yung gwardiya po, minsan naglilinis ng mesa. Kinukuha po niya yung mga pinggan. Nakikita niyo po yun. Very, Hindi po unusual yun. Gwardiya po yun. Ang tinatanong ko po yung, Maano po yung halimbawa sa bigat po ng dala-dala na tumulong lang pong iginanon po sa sakya. Ang laking bagay po ba noon, madam?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Talaga pong ganun ang...
Ano nga po yung wisdom?
Ah,
Na kung bakit halimbawa pinagbabawalan niyo yung gwardiya naman na to lift a finger just to help somebody dahil sa bigat po ng kanyang daladalang pera na isakay po doon sa kanyang sasakyan.
Sir, yung pinoprotektahan din po namin yung security risk din po. So baka po on the way na tumulong siya ay may mawala po doon sa... Kasi hands-off na po kami once na ma-release na ho namin yung fan sa pay.
Mr. Chairman, can I have a very quick interjection with the indulgence of our my good
With the
compadre?
indulgence of Congressman Marcoleta, just a quick interjection from Congressman.
Just a very quick interjection, Mr. Chair.
With the indulgence. Yes, Congressman Garin.
Yeah. Mr. Chair, the security guard of a bank is different from the security guard of a restaurant. Kapag ang security guard ng isang bangko ay naghakwat at biglang pinasok yan at hinold up, imagine the lives that will be at stake there. Paano makaka-respond yan kasi ginawa mong kargador? That's one. Second, Mr. Chair, the security guards, well, they are adequately paid for that profession. Hindi naman ganun ka sobrang laki na kapag pinabitbit mo, and then the client will say, naku, kulang ito. Paano ngayon kung mapagbintangan sila? So it's not only protecting the bank, the other people and the clients, but their task is to be a security guard, and that is the basis while banks have that ruling. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, my kumare is speculating. Yung sinasabi ko, actual po yun eh. Meron po bang mga tao nun nung kayo po sinasakay lang po yung pera na siguro po nabigatan lang, ginanong ko lang. Ang laki po bang kasalanan yun, madam? Mga bangko po kayo eh, di ba? Dapat po yung mga kliyente naman nagbibigay kayo kahit anuman lang kaluwagan. Napakahigpit naman ninyo pala sa pagtulong para namang hindi Pilipinong ugali naman po yung pala yung pinamamalakad nyo sa bangko ninyo. Land bank pa naman kayo, gobyerno pa naman kayo. Dapat naman hindi ganun. Kung nakita nyo naman, wala namang peligrosong ano. Nakita nyo hirap na hirap po yung maano man lang ganun. Nasabi ko lamang po, madam, sapagkat parang hindi naman kapani-paniwala naman na... Kasi po, mas naniniwala po ako dun sa sinabi kanina na meron pong nagbigay po kayo ng parang ano yun, parang lang iganon yung trolley. Ano po yun? Ugaling Pilipino po yun eh. Hindi po masyadong kapani-paniwala yung argumento po ninyo. Mas naniniwala po ako dun sa sinabi kanina. So, last na po sa inyo, babalikan kayo, madam. Sa akin pong palagay, ay na-compromise po ninyo yung integrity, yung independence na ano ba sa Tagalog, yung repose, yung ipinagkatiwala sa inyo na saligang batas. Maring hindi po nyo alam, maring hindi conscious kayo, pero part of that authority na ibigay po ninyo. Sa makatwid, meron pong na-compromise ngayon. Sa aking palagay po, kung talagang susuriin ito, kung makakapagseryoso po tayo, baka po maring managot po ang inyong mga opisyal. I am referring to the chairman and the commissioners of COA. Somebody might file an impeachment case on the ground of, ano bang grounds natin? Betrayal of public trust. Alam po ninyo, mataas na uring pagpapahalaga yun eh. Kayo na rin po ang umamin at alam kong tama naman ang sinabi niyo. There is no other agency of government. Ang saligang batas po, mahigpit ang tagubilin. Siloso po yung saligang batas. Ayaw niya na meron po kayong ipagbibigyan pa. It was delegated exclusively to you. You cannot delegate that, even part of that particular authority and function. Mr. Chair, salamat po sa inyong panahon.
Thank you, Congressman Marcoleta. The chair would like...
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Congressman Marcoleta.
may I make a very short rejoinder? Mr. Chair,
Yes, please.
considering that you mentioned Article 6, Section 21 of the Philippine Constitution, that relates to our function in aid of legislation. It's inquiry or investigation in aid of legislation. Incidentally, Mr. Chair, Section 22 is the oversight function of Congress. Dapat sana ang COA ay doon po kayo bumase doon sa oversight function, not under Section 21, because that is in aid of legislation. That is the limitation imposed by law. Hindi po lahat ng investigation ay po pwede. Under that particular section of 21, there should be a legislative purpose. Nakabalangkas na po yun. Hindi po gagawa ng batas habang nagtatanong o pagkatapos na magtanong. Very clear po, it is in aid of legislation. Dapat, prerequisite po, nakabalangkas na yung batas. The reason why we are asking you to appear before us is to help us complete the legislation. Sa ngayon po, with all the questions answered and asked, wala pa pong malinaw na legislative purpose. Am I correct?
Meron na po.
Ano?
Mr. Chairman, marami po.
Point of order.
Well, in
Mr. Chair.
fact,
What is the point of order
Point
of
of order,
Congressman
Mr. Chair.
Acop?
The Honorable Marcoleta has still the floor. Let him finish. As I've said a while ago, we follow our rules.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Please continue, Congressman Marcoleta.
Yes, I know that, but ang sinasabi ko lamang po, I do not contest that. Pero ang sinasabi ko, if it is in aid of legislation, maliwanag po sana na una na po yung balangkas, kahit outline lang. Hindi yung pong nagtatanong na tayo ng nagtatanong, sapagkat meron din pong jurisprudence na hindi dapat mauna po yung kabayo kaysa sa kalesa. Kasi po yung kabayo, ihilay niya yung kalesa. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair. Thank you for your time.
Congressman Acop, you recognize.